I would love to tell everybody in the world the Rich Dad Poor Dad's the greatest book in the world. But if I do it right now, I'm like, then go to Amazon and go buy it. Like, there's no value there, right? And then also, Rich Dad Poor Dad's got a really cool board game. I'm like, oh, I love both. I like the book, I like the board game. Like, I'd love to promote both of these things. How do I do it, right? Now, if Robert Kiyosaki happened to have a funnel where you could buy the book and you could order form bump or upsell the board game, that'd be great. Unfortunately, as much as I've been trying to work with their team, they still have not yet mastered funnels and they don't have it yet. So they do have it like on a Shopify store. So there's a book and there's a thing, but it's hard for you to promote it as an affiliate. Like, I can't even do any much. So I have to call them, like, hey man, can I promote it? Blah, blah, blah. By the way, we just had a call today with their team. We've almost got these offers. Maybe you guys are watching the recording. These offers will be on there, but soon you'll have Rich Dad Poor Dad and the Cash Flow Game and some other Robert Kiyosaki stuff on here, which is going to be awesome. So anyway, but as of today, it's not there yet, but it's going to be there very, very soon. So that's the first thing. I'm like, that'd be amazing. I want to promote Robert Kiyosaki, but I also love Jenna Kutcher. Jenna is one of my favorite people on the planet. And that is not a lie. She is one of my favorite people on the planet. One of the coolest people I've ever met my whole life. And she's a great teacher. She's got a great podcast. Like she's brilliant. And she happens to have a really good course about how to build a list. It's called the List to Launch Lab. And it's the course she has. And I love Jenna. I would love to promote Jenna's course too. That'd be amazing. But now I'm like, okay, I got a link to promote Rich Dad Poor Dad book. I got a link to promote the game. And then I got a different link to promote Jenna. So I got to like, and I got 3 different businesses I'm running now. I'm promoting all these different people's stuff. And there's no like rhyme or reason behind them, but they're all there. And then I gotta like go back to Jenna, make sure that she pays me. And I gotta go back to Kiyosaki, make sure they pay me because unfortunately in the industry, 25% of vendors, and I'm not saying this, like Jenna and Kiyosaki would definitely pay you, but for some reason, all the time we promote something and then we don't get a commission unless I call them and like hound them and like it's so annoying, right? But now I got 3 different offers I'm promoting. And then I'm like, oh, but I also love Tony Robbins. I remember going to UPW. I walked on fire. It was insane. It was the greatest experience of my life. I want to tell everybody about UPW. So I go to Tony's thing and I'm like, get Tony and UPW. And I figure out how to like get this and get an affiliate link from him. And I'm going to promote that and tell everybody to go walk on fire. It's going to be really, really cool. Now I got a whole nother thing I'm promoting. Now I'm promoting Robert Kiyosaki, the book, and then plus the board game. Plus I'm going to sell Jenna Kutcher's list building course. Plus I'm going to sell Unleash Power Within. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to be chaotic. And now I got another person I got to go ask for to chase down money to make sure I'm getting paid from all these different people. And the more you play this affiliate game, the more offers you're going to have, more people. And it's going to be like, oh man, how do I keep up with this? It becomes chaos. Excel sheets with links and logins and all sorts of stuff. And it's a nightmare, right? And that's where OfferLab and the Frankenstein funnel comes in, right? What OfferLab allows you to do is, you guys already know, but just again, restating this so that we've got context as we dive into all the training today. OfferLab is set up so that you as the affiliate can go and say, okay, I love Robert Kiyosaki and Jenna and Tony Robbins, and I don't want to promote 3 different things or 4 different things, and I don't want to like chase these guys down to get paid. I just want to make it simple and easy. So what we do is say, okay, I'm going to promote Robert Kiyosaki. Boom, Rich Dad Poor Dad will be the book I sell, and I'm going to order form bump the board game, and then upsell number 1 is going to be Jenna Kutcher. We're going to plug her in here. We're going to sell her course because it's amazing. And upsell number 2, we're going to throw in Tony Robbins' experience, UPW. It's going to be so amazing. And now I can promote just one thing. I can go on Instagram or social or Facebook or TikTok or wherever you do your things at, wherever you talk about your favorite Facebook group, be like, hey guys, I just read Rich Dad Poor Dad. This book is insane. You should all go read it. And just by promoting one thing, right? I tell people about it and I start driving traffic to just the one thing. Someone buys the book, right? Boom, cash comes in from the affiliate. And then what happens? Boom, Kiyosaki gets his half and I get my half. Then they buy the order form bump of the game, right? Then they go to upsell number 1. They see Jenna's stuff, and then they pay for Jenna's thing, and boom, Jenna gets her half, I get my half. And then boom, they see Tony's thing, they pay for that, Tony gets his half, I get my half. And then at the end of the funnel, it's taking the thank you page where each of the vendors delivers on the product they just sold. Okay, so that's what Frankenstein funnels are. It gives you the ability to like Frankenstein together your dream funnel, like the perfect funnel with all your favorite publishers and people and authors and stuff into one spot where now it's all there, and it's very simple and very easy now for you to promote. Okay. And so that's, again, the magic of OfferLab, especially as an affiliate. Okay. And so I wanted to kind of restate that just to get us prepared as we dive into the affiliate training today, because that's what OfferLab is all about, right? Creating these Frankenstein funnels. And so that's where we wanted to start with. Okay. And then after you got these funnels created, like this is something we made this joke during the event, but a funnel a day keeps the boss away, right? You can literally create a funnel every single day. I told you guys before, the team that built Kenzyme, which is a great product that helps you get rid of microplastics in your blood. It's a great product I take every day. Like it's funny because every day I take this product and I was like, I can make a lot of money if I just went on Instagram and was like, what's up everybody? This is the product I take. It's amazing. Click link down below. And then people buy the product, upsell into NeuroFlow or whatever the other products are in the funnel, right? Like if I start doing this and I start building out all these funnels, and I do it strategically the right way, where they have really cool front ends that I really like, it becomes easy now to promote these things, not feel salesy, right? Like every time I don't have it here with me. Every time I grab Rich Dad Poor Dad book, I pull it up like, hey, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I'm like, I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. Or, oh my gosh, I read this book on page 36. This concept is so cool. Check it out. There's a link down below if you don't have a copy yet. I can just like keep talking about these front end offers and push people to a page. And then they go through the process. I'm selling upsells and downsells and order form bumps. And I'm making a ton of money just by building out really strategic, really smart affiliate funnels and then using that to go and promote. Okay. And so our joke was like a funnel day, build a funnel day, go live on Facebook or Instagram, tell a story about why it's awesome, drop a link down below, and then just keep doing that. And over time, again, you start getting more and more traffic, more and more sales, and it's pretty exciting. So, all right, you guys getting this? You guys all getting this? Um, okay, very, very cool. All right, I'm gonna dive in a little closer. So, first thing I want to talk about is some funnel strategy. Okay, now again, these funnel strategies I'm gonna share with you guys. These are things that like you can literally 10x your sales just by understanding some simple things. Okay, because anyone can build a funnel. Like here's page one, page two, page three, right? But the better you understand like the psychology behind these, the more money you guys are all going to make from every single thing that you are trying to do. So that's what I want to do right now is spend a little time diving into some funnel psychology. You guys cool with that? You guys like some funnel psychology? If you do, type in psychology. I remember growing up, I always thought psychology was like this weird thing, and now it's like my favorite thing. When you start understanding psychology and how the brain works and how like selling works, for me, when I started studying that, it changed my life. Like I don't know what it was. For some reason, I became obsessed with it. In fact, here I'll stop sharing for a second so I can get into Russell's storytelling mode. I remember, I think I talk about this inside the .com Secrets book, right? I remember I had this experience. How many of you guys know GNC, the General Nutrition Centers? Like GNC is one of my favorite stores of all time. 'Cause I love supplements. I love going in, reading the label, see what they all do, looking them up, and it's my favorite thing, right? But I always hated GNC because as soon as you walk through the door, guess what would happen? I'd walk through the door, and instantly, whoever the person behind the counter is, they're like, "Hey, welcome to GNC. How can I help you?" And for me, it's always like, uh, I don't know how to, I don't even know how to answer the question. Like, and I just run out. Like, I'm out of here. Like I hate that feeling, right? I was like, oh, I'm out of here. And then I come in another time, like, hey, welcome to GNC. How can I help you? I'm like, I don't know how to answer that question. And so like, it gave me all this like anxiety, and so I hated going to GNC. So I literally would go to the mall with my mom and my dad and my family, and we'd go to that, and I'd be outside GNC, and I would wait. I'd wait till somebody else would walk in, right? And then the front desk person would like pounce on him and be like, hey, how can I help you? And I'd slide in the side really quickly, sneakily, and then boom, I'd be like, reading my labels, happy as can be, right? And I remember like that experience. This is me as like 12-year-old nerdy Russell, like experiencing that. And I remember that feeling of just like realizing the resistance. Like I wanted to go to the store, I wanted to buy stuff, but there was this weird resistance. And then when I got into like the funnel world, that's where like these things started like really. I started focusing a lot on this. Okay, it's like I would notice like when someone comes through a funnel, like what are they feeling, or why are they feeling that? I'm like, what's the like what can I do to like make that process easier? I remember thinking that GNC ever hired me as a consultant, I would change just what the front desk person would say instead of like, hey, welcome to GNC. How can I help you? Which then like puts this weird awkward pressure. Like, hey, welcome to GNC. So excited to have you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be over here. But here to help you if I can. Right? Like that would have made me feel so more comfortable. Oh, thanks so much. And then I can go do my thing. Right? Like that little tweak, I bet would increase their sales by 15-20%. Like little tiny things like that. Right? Like those little things. And so when I got into like online marketing, I would notice that. Like when I come to a landing page, like how did I feel? Like I went to the order form, I went to the upsells and downsells, and like a lot of what I've been doing the last 25 years of my career is just like looking at funnels, and I see things I like and not like, and how do I feel about that? And from that we started building like the science of like these are the things that work the best, and we test them and see like, oh my gosh, across millions of visitors, you see that people respond differently if you structure them this way versus this way, right? So it's all these little things you start learning that when you get better and better at, it's like I know what things are going to work. Let me just focus on those, and then more and more people are going to buy. One more story. You guys mind story time? I hope this, because I can teach you guys the funnels in like 30 seconds, but like just understand the funnels isn't the key. The key is understand the strategies. Hopefully you don't mind me going down memory lane because there's purpose. There's a method to my madness. Okay, you guys love the stories. All right, sweet. So the next story, my mentor, Dan Kennedy, which by the way, we got a bunch of Dan Kennedy offers on OfferLab. So you should all promote Dan's stuff too, which would be great. Um, so my, so my, I got into Dan Kennedy's world. If you know Dan, he's like the guru who taught everybody marketing back in the day. He was my first mentor of most of the big names you know nowadays. But he's like an offline guy, right? And so I remember getting in his world and trying to like go into some of the seminars and events. Like, how does this relate to the internet? It took me a while to like connect the dots. And I remember one time he was telling the story. He said he got hired by, I can't remember if it was a dentist or a chiropractor or someone that's like, a traditional business that it's very traditional where it's like they got a front desk. There's a front desk person who you come in, you talk to them, they schedule an appointment. They have a whole process. The phone call rings, they pick up, and they sign the person up to come in to get adjusted or get their teeth cleaned or whatever it is, right? But a very traditional business. And they hired Dan because like Dan's the greatest marketing mind in the world. Let's hire him to get us more leads. And so that was kind of the thing that they paid him like insane amounts of money. So Dan comes in the business. And he's like they think that they have a lead problem, but they don't. What they have is that something's broken inside of their funnel. Okay, and a lot of people like they don't have a funnel. Like no one has a funnel. Like no traditional businesses don't. But the reality is everybody's got a funnel. But most funnels are really bad, and because of that they make no money. So Dan came in to come and get them more leads, and what he did, he walked me through his strategy. And it was like the coolest thing because this is where I started geeking out on like funnel psychology really really deep. He said the first thing I did to get them more leads, he's like, is at home I picked up the phone and I dialed the front desk. He's like, I dialed at 9 a.m., dialed at 10 a.m., 11, 12, just kept calling throughout the day. He's like, I was seeing what the process was, right? And he said, the first 3 times I called and left a message, no return call, no return call. Then I called one time, the person answered the phone, and it's like this weird, there was no script, there's no anything. And he's like, then I didn't show up. And I called later on and somebody else answered, and that person actually got me to schedule an appointment, right? Then he's like, then I came in for my appointment and I walked to the front desk and I was like, hey, how's it going? And they're like, it was kind of just, whatever the process was. And he's just noticing what they did and what they didn't do and stuff like that. And then take him back to go see, again, the dentist, the chiropractor, whatever it was. It goes back there and then looking at the chiropractor, like, did he, like, after he adjusted me, then what? Like, did he sell me something? Did he offer me a package? Did he, what was the next thing in the cycle? And he went through the entire experience and went back and he came back to the person who'd hired him to like, generate all these leads for him and said, okay, I can't generate any leads for you until we fix what's broken. The guy said, we talking about like our process is great. Like the front desk girls are great. They da da da. And he started going through. He's like, okay, let me show you all the stuff. Like, I left these 3 calls, no callback. I called during lunch hours, no one was there. And he's like, I talked to front desk girls, and it turns out that they go to lunch together. So there's a 2.5 hour gap or an hour and a half gap every single day where no one's at the phones. And then when they do have the phones, there's no script. They're like, hello? And they have no way to know what to say. And so like there's all this breakage every single step. So Dan's like, I came in and I made rules like you have to be here from this time to this time. Like you can't eat lunch together. Someone's always got to be on the phone. So you get to pick up the phone within one ring. Then here, when the phone answers, here's the exact script you have to go through to get people to actually sign up. And then when someone shows up, here's the script you go through to onboard them. Then from there they go to the doctor. And then the doctor, when you're done adjusting the person or cleaning their teeth, here's the script, upsell them to the next thing. Like he just fixed all these little things in the process, right? Just fixed all the steps in the funnel. And then after that, they let it start running, and all of a sudden the business blew up, right? And Dan's like, it's funny. He's like, I didn't write a single ad, I didn't drive any traffic, I didn't do anything other than just fix the funnel, and all of a sudden I started making money. And when he told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, like that is the key. And so I started. I still remember, like I wrote down on my pad of paper when I heard that. I wrote, what's the lifeline of my lead? Like, what's the life cycle? Like, what are they doing in my world? And so I started looking at that. I was like, okay, first off, they're seeing my social, and this is before social, but back then, social. And then from there, they go to a landing page. And then I'm like, what do they feel on this landing page? Like right now I'm getting 20% opt-in rate. Like why? Why are 80% of people leaving? Like, am I saying something offensive? Is it too distracting? Is there too much stuff? Is there not enough stuff? Do I have enough curiosity? Like I start thinking through those things, right? And then the next page, I was like, hey, what's happening here? Right now we get 3% people buying from this video. Like, why? What could I do different? What could we tweak? And so we changed some things there and started like every single step inside the funnel, we started looking at it and thinking like, how can I make this better? What can I do to make this increase in conversions, right? And some ideas like did great, some of ideas failed. So it's always like, pros and cons, you never know. But over time, we got better and better, just like figuring out how to structure a funnel correctly for maximum conversions. And so when you start understanding that, it just makes, it's the difference between a funnel that makes a little bit of money and a funnel that makes a lot of money. Okay. Now in OfferLab, as you guys will see, we're going to be going, I think next week we get into like actual offer owners. So we're going to spend a lot of time with offer owners, like showing us how to make sure that you are creating pages correctly that will convert. So when affiliates grab them, they will sell. But for the affiliate side, you kind of like, it's the affiliates, like it's the offer owners got the different pages, right? So you're kind of handcuffed a little bit, but we do have some really cool things. I've nicknamed them love notes, but little cool things where you can use to actually pull someone from page to page inside the funnel. We'll show you that here in a minute. Okay. So that's the first, anyway, there's some stories from Russell. Okay. Awesome. Oh, this is fun reading your comments. I appreciate it. Okay. Before I jump into, I got three or four more strategy things I want to go through. Ben, someone was asking like, how do they find access to the recordings from the other sessions? They're all in the certification members area now, right? At this
Yep.
point.
So in the certification members area, the actual web portal for it, not in the OfferLab community, you will find it chopped into pieces. So it's like a mini module. So you have like little lessons for each piece. If you go to the school community, the full recording is in there. And if you're having a hard time getting access, you can either DM me or DM Aldo, and they'll get you access. You just need to show us that you have access to the community to the certification.
Is it unlocked by automatically if they have it in theory?
It is unlocked automatically for everybody who buys going forward. Yep.
Very cool. Okay. Thank you, Ben. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump into a couple quick strategy things and we'll dive back in the slides. So hopefully you guys can see a black screen and that's all. If that's what you see, type in black screen because I got a little whiteboard I'm gonna doodle on, which is cool. All right, very cool. Okay, so a couple things. Again, a couple concepts I want you guys to understand when you're building funnels and like really understanding and mastering this new game that you are playing. Um, so the first thing is understanding. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna draw or what I'm gonna do here, but um, it's called commitment and consistency. So let's see, commitment and consistency. I don't have great handwriting, but you guys can read that, right? Commitment and consistency. So someone type that in the comments so everyone can see in case they can't read my handwriting. So commitment and consistency. So funnels are about commitment and consistency, right? I'm getting people to make commitments, and then people when they make commitments, they just by default we like to we stay consistent with the thing that we just did, right? Like we act out of we like the way our brains work is like if we commit to something, then we're gonna continue down that path and keep moving forward. Okay, so this is where the big aha came for me back in the day when I was doing this. Like back in the day, I was selling products that are always like say $297. And so I'm selling a product like that. And I could drive traffic to it and try to get people to sell. And it was okay. Usually we get 1%, maybe 2% conversion rate, which wasn't bad, but I was making some money and that was the thing. But the problem is like it was a big commitment to do 297. And the people do buy 297 if I would upgrade them to something more expensive, maybe a $5,000 course, a lot of them would do it. And the reason why is because they'd already committed $297 to try to learn this thing, like to get this result, whatever the thing might be, right? So after they made a 297, they've committed to that, then they would act consistently based on that. So if I'm like, hey, for 297, this is going to be this really cool course, and then for 5K, I'm like, hey, how would you like to actually, come out here? We're going to do a workshop and like work with you on this process. So a big percentage would do that because they'd already committed to like learning the process, right? And so they've already committed. They've already said the first yes. The second yes becomes simple because they want to act consistently with what they already said, right? They already said like, I want to learn this process. This drawing board is weird things sometimes. All right, make it right. I already learned this process, and this is just an upgraded, better version. So yes, I'm going to go and upgrade and try the next thing, right? So people have commitment and consistency. Now, one thing I found that was hard though is that it was always like 297 was a high price point, and so I remember back in the day, I talk about in the first version of .com Secrets this like test we did. We call it the what do you call it? The $100 test or something. I can't remember what it was called, but basically, we started creating these pages, and back then it was a free DVD. Free DVD offers don't work anymore, by the way, because people have DVD players. Back in the day, I made a lot of money with the free DVD. So I would drive traffic as free DVD, and someone would pay $4.95 shipping and handling, right? So it's very low ticket. So it's easy for someone to say, oh yeah, I'll buy that thing. Like it's very simple. So the DVD would teach them a concept, right? So it could be like, I'm going to show you how to lose weight or how to make money or how to trade stocks or something. But it was something that made them commit to like, yes, I want to learn this thing. And as soon as they said that first yes, like, yes, I want to learn that thing, then they've already committed in their head that they're going to be learning that thing. So now, like, they want to act consistent to that first commitment they just made. Does that make sense? So they're like, okay, I've committed to do this thing. So let's say you have a free DVD about how to get six-pack abs. They just got the DVD about six-pack abs. They're like, hey, I'm getting six-pack abs. This is amazing. So they've started a health journey. So now it's like when you start offering them other things in the health journey, they're going to act consistently. Now these words are getting tongue-tied, but you understand what I'm saying, with the first decision they just made, okay? So because of that, now they're more likely to come and let's say I have a $297 course to upgrade, okay? A higher percentage are gonna do this. And I remember the test in the .com Secrets book, I think called the 100 Visitor Challenge. I was showing like, if I send 100 visitors to a $297 offer, I might get 2% to buy, right? So I make $600. But if I send 100 visitors to a free DVD offer, because it's free DVD, it's low ticket, it's like easy commitment, I might get 10 people to buy, right? But then on the next page, because they already committed to the first thing and they want to act consistent to the thing that they just said they were going to do, I might get, instead of 2% conversion rate, I might get 4% conversion rate, right? So 4% conversion rate. What happens now is I got 8 customers that came through. Instead of 2 people that bought 297, I got 4 people. So instead of making $600, I made $1,200. Okay. Same product, just like I lowered the front end barrier so more people came in. Does that make sense? And just shifted all the metrics and the numbers. Okay. So this is important because again, a lot of the funnels we'll be showing you guys today are going to have a low ticket on the front end, and we're going to move people to higher tickets throughout the funnel. And I want you to understand that's why it works. Okay. I've had a lot of affiliates like, I only want to sell $1,000 offers. I'm like, cool. But you can sell a lot more $1,000 offers if you lead with a low ticket offer and then send people up to a higher ticket offer. Okay. So it's just, I want you to understand how the human brain works. Okay. You probably noticed this why I have my free book offers. I got free or $7 reports, and like I have a ton of front end offers. The reason why is because as soon as someone commits, like I'm going to read a book called Expert Secrets, in their head, they are on the path to becoming an expert, right? They made a commitment, and now they're going to act consistently towards that commitment. They're going to be like, okay, yeah, that's true. I do need to learn how to speak from stage. Yes, I do need to learn how to, and like they're going to say yes to all these other things because they committed to the very first thing. And so the very first commitment, I want to make sure it's something that is the lowest, most simple risk of all time, right? And this is gonna take me to my point number 2. There's probably an easier way to delete these, but I don't know what it is. So we're just doing it this way. All right, number 2. So the number 2 thing is understanding that the goal of the low ticket is to get them to do the hardest thing you have to do as a marketer. Okay. Any ideas what the hardest thing you have to do as a marketer is? If you have any ideas, type it over in the comments. I want to know what it is. What is the hardest thing you have to do as a marketer? Okay, waiting for some ideas, ask for the sale, gain trust, conversion, get them to say yes, change their belief, sell. Oh, Scott said it. Scott got the right one. Okay, Scott George. Now it jumped off the screen. The hardest thing you got to do as a marketer is to get somebody to say, to be so excited that they're going to go off their chair, walk over and find their wallet, and they have to go and get the credit card out of the wallet. That is the hardest thing you will do as a marketer. Okay. Because right now they're at their home, they're at the computer, their safe zone, and you're trying to commit them that they need to buy this thing. So to do that, I always picture myself on my computer. I'm like, I want this. And nowadays it's getting easier with Apple Pay and stuff like that. So maybe it'll be easier in the future. Definitely will increase conversions for all of us as a whole. But conceptually, the hardest thing is for them to go say, oh, yes, I'm gonna buy this. Let me go get my wallet, go find the wallet, pull it out, and get them to put the money in, right? So for me to like say, hey, there's a $500 offer, for me to say, yes, I'm gonna get my wallet, I can get percentage of people do that, but it's gonna be a lot less. But if it's like, hey, there's this really cool book, it's $4.95, $4.95 shipping happening, or it's a $7 report, something low ticket, something very, very easy. The goal of that is to do the hardest thing, which is to get them to go get their credit card. Okay. And so that's why a lot of times, especially all the ones we'll be showing you today, are all leading with low ticket things. Because the low ticket thing, if you do it correctly, it's sexy, it's exciting, it's unique, it's fun. It's like, oh, I want that thing. Okay. It gets them to do the hardest thing, which is to go find their wallet, pull their credit card out, type in the digits, and then boom, they submit it. And now you've got them. And then from there, then we can use one-click upsells to get them to buy the other things. And it's so much easier. Because the second thing is like, yeah, I want that too. Yeah, I want that too. But they already did the hardest thing. They already found the wallet, pulled the credit card out, typed in the digits, clicked submit. They did the hardest thing. And so I want them to do the hardest thing on the easiest offer, right? And then the upsells become very simple, very easy. Does that make sense? So that is one of the keys of why we do these low ticket things, especially as an affiliate. Okay, it's why like if I was to go do an affiliate offer on my phone, I'm like, hey, Tony Robbins, GVW, walk on fire, it's amazing, it's $1,000, click here. That's hard to sell. I'm reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's insane. If you want a copy, it's only $4.95 or $7.95, whatever it is. Click down below. You can get a copy of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Simple. Now, if they went and they got a credit card, they buy Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it's like, I want the board game. Sure. Boom. Yeah, I want Janice's course. Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna walk on fire. Boom. They said to click yes, yes, yes. They don't have to re-put in their credit card information, which, by the way, is a huge advancement thanks to what we pioneered a decade ago with ClickFunnels. When I got started in this game, there was no such thing as one-click upsells. In fact, I'm gonna put my face up so you can see the pain in my eyes when I tell you what it used to be like back in the day. When we first started doing funnels and upsells, someone would come to the order form. My potato gun DVD was this way. So you come to the order form, you fill out the order form to buy the potato gun DVD. Then the next page, we have an upsell for like the potato gun kit. And if you're like, yeah, I want this, you had to go and like fill out your entire credit card and shipping information again. And upsell number 2, if you wanted that, you had to fill in your credit card information again. It was like this nightmare. And so over the years, we started figuring out like, we saw Amazon do it first, like one-click upsell. Like, how do they do that? We had to figure it out. So we were all like, there were I don't know, 20, 30 of us internet nerds back in the day who were like pioneering this industry. And that's what we do. We started like hacking our shopping carts. Like, how do we store the credit card so we can do one-click upsell? We started figuring out. And like when we shifted from They match printing credit card every page in the funnel to like one-click upsells. It changed everything. The game became so easy. And so that's what's so powerful about this is like you're using the sexy low ticket offers to get somebody in, and then all you do is the most for the most simple, exciting offer, you have to do the hardest thing, and then the upsells become easy because it's already in there. Okay. So, all right. Sorry, I digress. Let me come back. Okay. Number three. Okay. Number three thing I want you to understand is the logical sequencing of events. Okay, obviously my handwriting's horrible, so someone type that in the comments, I'd be sick. Okay, logical sequencing of events. Thank you, Jason. You got it in there for me. Okay, so the next thing I want to understand is back in the day when we first started doing this, we didn't have any rhyme or reason behind what was in the funnel. We just like, hey, buy this thing, and here's an upsell, and it's like a random thing, and here's another upsell, and like that's what we did from the first probably 10 years. It was just like whatever we got that that they might click yes on, let's just throw it in there, and we just have these different offers where it's literally just everyone's one-click upselling. And our conversions were okay, but they weren't great. But we didn't know. We're just like, we made more money. This is insane. Okay. And then for me personally, I still remember a guy named Tim Irway one time messaged me and he's like, he saw one of my funnels. He's like, how's it converting? I'm like, or how's upsell one converting? I'm like, oh, it's all right. And he's like, I know why. I'm like, why? He's like, because you're just throwing random offers. And he's like, you have to start thinking again, thinking through the lens of the buyers. This comes back to what Dan Kennedy did with the chiropractor, right? Or I did when I walked into GNC. Like, what are they actually thinking? Okay. And so with logical sequencing of events, you're thinking through, like, hey, if they just bought this, what's the next logical thing they need on the next page? Okay. Because what happens typically is every offer will solve a problem, but then it creates a new problem. Okay. And then that offer solves that problem, but then literally it usually creates a new problem, right? And so that's what you have to start understanding. Now, I'm gonna go a little deeper on this, but just know that there's two different versions. Okay. There's one for info products, and there's one for physical products, and they're different. That's what say physical. Okay. And so just know there's two different ones. So I'm talking about info products first. So info products, what you have to understand is when you're doing the logical sequencing of events, is understanding that as soon as somebody buys something from you, in their mind, the problem that they had when they came to you has now been solved. Okay. So for example, if somebody comes and let's say you've got a $7 or a $20 report that's teaching how to get abs, right? They're coming because they have this pain. They want to have six-pack abs like you. They come, they give you the 20 bucks or 10 bucks, whatever it is. They buy it. Now, in their mind, they now have abs. Like, that's literally what just happened. Like, oh, cool. Got the thing. Abs are here. Like, I haven't done the work yet, but I bought the thing that's going to give me the result. Therefore, in my mind, I have, like, the result is done. So if on the next page at the first upsell, you're like, hey, thanks for buying my abs book. How'd you like my abs course? And the person's like, but I already have abs. I just bought them on the last page. Why would you sell me, like, more of the same thing? Right? So when you're selling information products, the first thing solves the problem, okay? And you do not sell more of the same thing on the next page, okay? On the next page, you look at what's the next thing, like what's the next problem that appears after you solve that one. So if I just solved your six-pack ab problem, next page is like, hey, congratulations, thanks for getting information about six-pack abs, you're gonna love it. Excuse me. But you're probably wondering, like, now that I have abs, when I'm going to fast food restaurants, what should I be eating? Because I don't know what to eat when I'm on the road, right? It's like, oh, cool, I've got this really cool cookbook that's going to help you know how to eat on the road, okay? Another good example with my book, .com Secrets. When someone buys .com Secrets, they just bought the book teaching them how to build funnels, right? So in their mind, they're like, okay, I bought the book. I know how to build funnels now. So the next step in my sequence would be like, cool, you know how to build funnels. There's one piece in the funnel that's the hardest. It's getting the message across correctly. Okay. How do you tell your story in a way that gets people to buy from you? And so then I would upsell something about expert secrets. Okay. Or maybe my upsell might be something like, hey, now that you have a funnel, the thing you're missing is traffic. So the next upsell is like, hey, here's how to get traffic. Does that make sense? So I'm taking them through a logical sequence of events. First thing they bought, now that problem's been solved. Okay, so now they have a funnel. What problems does that create now? You have a funnel, but it's not converting. Therefore, now you need expert secrets to teach you how to speak on your funnel. Okay, you buy that. Okay, now I have a funnel. Now I have a funnel that converts. What's the next thing I need? It created a new problem for me, right? Now I don't have any traffic, so now I need some traffic. So each offer, if you do it correctly, where it's setting up the next thing, that's when you get the highest conversion rates if someone's going through your funnel. Okay, that's you go. I only got 1% of people to buy my upsell versus I got 19% or 23%, right? It's by understanding the logical sequencing of events as you move somebody through the funnel. Does that make sense? So these are just strategies I want you guys understanding as you're picking offers and placing them inside your funnels. Okay. All right. Now, physical products are different. Okay. Physical products, this was proven by my buddy Trey Llewell and a whole bunch of other really good e-com sellers. With physical products, normally what happens is you sell the physical product here and then upsell number one. Oops. is usually more of the same thing. So this is the exact opposite. So if I sell, a supplement bottle of, here's a random supplement on my desk. Sturmagen. So I sell a bottle of Sturmagen on the sales page. The upsell's gonna be like, hey, do you want three more bottles at a discount? More at a discount, okay? And that's what converts the best with e-commerce. And then after that, I might push the next page, which is like a different SKU. So it's like, okay, you bought supplements. How would you like to have my, or you bought this supplement. How would you like to buy this supplement? And like we're moving people through SKUs. Does that make sense? So that's the logical sequence of event. Info product, it's what's the next thing they need after they bought the first thing. With physical products, it's here's the thing. Then you get sell more of the same at a discount, and then you sell the next SKU more of the same at a discount, and you kind of move people through the funnels that way. Okay. All right, I'm jamming 15 years of funnel psychology down your throats. Hopefully this is okay. Hopefully you guys are kind of starting to get this. Don't worry. I know there's a lot here. We're gonna give you guys the recordings and replays and stuff. But also just like the longer you're in the community, more you're listening to me and us talk about stuff. Like this is stuff I geek out on. This is like my favorite thing in the world to talk about. I've written 3 books on this stuff. Like I have a problem, but it's a really fun problem. So I hope you don't mind. Okay. And then last thing I want to share with you guys right now before we dive into the actual funnels is okay, now you have these funnels, okay? And now you guys understand what you do, what you understand, right? Okay, so we have funnel. Let's say you're selling, um, actually, I'm gonna do one more page. Okay. Okay. Let's say you're selling, let's say it's Robert Kiyosaki's book right here, right? And then here's so this is the sales page. Then you have an order form. Then you have upsell one. OTO stands for one time offer, and then OTO two. Okay, so there's your funnel, right? So you have the sales page, and then over here's the order form where they put in their credit card information, and then maybe you have an order form bump right here. Then you have OTO one where it's going to sell something, and then there's yes and a no link. And OTO two, yes and no link. Okay, so now you guys understand psychology. There was a downside when we first created OfferLab, and the downside was that it's other people's funnels. So you an affiliate, it's like I'm selling their products. Whatever sales page they provide me with is what needs to be sold in there. So one of our ideas at one time was like, hey, what if we let me stop share. One of the ideas was like, what if we let affiliates have the ability to go and like edit the sales page and tweak it and stuff, which was really exciting at first until we started thinking about some of the people. I'm not going to name any names, but there's some people inside of our community who I was nervous would act unethically with this, right? Where they would say, they would promise the world, make a whole bunch of FTC claims like this will make you $1 billion overnight guaranteed, and plus you get 6-pack abs plus everything for $5, right? And they could change the copy, and then the vendor who's selling the product, someone's going to buy the copy based, they're going to buy the product based on something completely different, and then they could get in trouble, right? Because like some affiliates started promising the world when the product doesn't actually do that, and now they're getting chargebacks and refunds, and FTC's yelling at them. It's a whole bunch of chaos. So we're like, we can't do that. We're like, how do we do this? And so the idea that our team came up with, which when they presented to me, I'm like, oh, this is brilliant. Again, I nicknamed it Love Notes. They have a real name for it. I can't remember what it is, but it's awesome. So what you can do is you as the affiliate, then you can come in here and you can go and you can plug in a video view at each step. So on the order form, you're like, what's up? Thank you so much for getting Rich Dad Poor Dad's book. I love this book. You're gonna love it. Also, don't forget if you want the board game. This game is so cool. But I want you to get it. So you plug in your own video there. That's when someone's coming through, they can watch a video of you explaining it. Then over here on the upsell page, a top block above the video, you can put a video in here in a little headline where you're like, hey, thank you so much for buying the last thing. Okay. And so your job now is to do this commitment and consistency. It's your job now to help take them through the logical sequencing of events. So it's like, because you bought Robert Kiyosaki's book, which you are going to love, I thought the next step in your journey is you want to learn how to build a list. So my friend Jenna Kuchar built this really cool book about how to build a list. All the information is down below. Check it out. I recommend this. In fact, if you buy, I'll give you a bonus of whatever, blah, 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 And so you have the ability in this video to basically glue these funnels together, right? Where you're able to, again, pull people through because you understand the logical sequence of event, the reason why you put this one with this one with this one. And so you tell them that. That way they understand. And then down below has got the sales letter. And then OTO number 2, same thing. You come in here and you can go plug in a video with an explanation. And now you're explaining to them why you did that offer. Okay. So that is the thing. And I actually want to show you guys that because I know a lot of you guys have asked about that. Yeah, they're like, yeah, Earl said it good. They're like lift letters. Back in the day, we used to use lift letters. But okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna kill sharing. I'm gonna pull this. I don't know why my computer. Oh, I know why magic. Okay, let me pull this off real quick. Um, okay, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually jump right here into OfferLab. Okay, I'm gonna do an example of Frankenstein funnel with you guys. I'm gonna record some love note videos. Ben's gonna try to glue them in together and see if we get a funnel live for you guys while we're here, just to show you guys a practical application of everything we talked about here at one time. Okay, so hopefully, do you guys see my OfferLab account right now? Ooh, okay, OfferLab account. So to do this process, you guys know, hopefully you've been playing with this. You go to the marketplace first. We have a lot of really cool updates coming to the marketplace too to speed things up and clean. Anyway, so the marketplace is getting better every single day. But you go to the marketplace, you find the offers you want. So I'm not going to go through that again because you guys have done it before. Now, after you've done that and you come over to the sell tab, you're like, all right, I'm going to build an affiliate funnel, a Frankenstein funnel. Click on new funnel. We should call it Frankenstein funnel right there, huh? Click on Frankenstein funnel. It's like, okay, now I'm going to start building out my funnel. Okay. So what happens if you have your own offers show up at the top here, and if you have other people's offers you've been approved for, they show up down here. Okay. And so I haven't figured out what's going to look like if you get like 500 offers approved, but we'll figure out a way to make it a little simpler in the future because I'm sure it's going to become chaos soon. So I'm going to go build a really cool funnel right now. I'm just going to use Russell offers because it'll be simple and I can do some really cool videos. So I'm looking at all the cool Russell offers in here. It's like, okay, what could I build that'd be really, really cool? So one of my favorite offers we have is this book called 30 Days. Basically, I got every single 2 Comma Club winner, not everyone, I got 30 of them to write a step-by-step plan. Like if you were to lose everything and all you had left was ClickFunnels count, what would you do from day number 1 to day 30 to get back on top, right? And so it's a really cool book. It's free plus shipping. And so I'm going to go and add that. And that becomes the first offer, right? And it happens to pay, oh, well, it's a free offer. So there's no really commissions, but it's the thing that's going to get somebody to go get their credit card out off the desk, right? Again, I'm always looking at the first offer. I don't make a lot of money a lot of times, especially if it's a free plus shipping or a low ticket. I might not make that much money, but it's doing the most important thing, which is getting someone to go grab their credit card, pull it out, and come back, right? And so I like doing it with really interesting, unique offers. So 30 Days book is really interesting. The Linchpin book's interesting. There's a lot of books that are interesting, right? But you kind of, can look through it. So 30 Days is the first one. And then I can include an order form bump if I want. And I'm gonna click right here and it'll show me what offers I have that are available. Hold on, I gotta shrink there. I just shrink the screen so you can show up here. So I'm looking through here and I can see all the different offers. And I'm gonna add actually the trilogy box set because this is all my 3 core books plus a workbook. So if someone's buying a 30-day book, what I know about people who buy books, they probably like books. And so they're buying that. Maybe I'll order for them up the full book set. And that one's $97. And I don't know what commission we pay on that, but yeah. So there's page 1 in the funnel. Okay. Now I'm gonna come down here and I'm not sure why it's not scrolling for me today, but that's how it works when we're trying to do it live always. And I'm going to add upsell number 1. So they went through that now. Selling online. This is a 3-day event. People pay $297 for, or sorry, $100 for it. My bad. So I'm going to add that now there as upsell number 1. And I do not know why it's not scrolling. I'll keep shrinking this page so you can see it, but I should be able to scroll. But yeah, so there's upsell number 1 now. It's selling online, and then I can do another one. Let's say I do. 1357. So this is our book club. So after someone's bought a book, we do a daily book club where everyone gets together and they read a personal book for 13 minutes, 57 seconds. It's a $27 a month membership site. It's insanely cool. So I'm going to add that in there too. And I actually might move that up the funnel because they just bought 2 book offers. Again, thinking about logical sequencing of events, right? So, hey, you just bought my 30-day book. How would you like to join our book club where everyone gets together 5 days a week? We jump on a call for 13 minutes, 57 seconds, and we read a book together. And then it's a cool journal. You get a journal, and it helps you actually implement any book you buy. You just bought a book. So how about, yeah. So that logical sequence of events, that makes a lot of sense, right? Okay, so they bought 30 days. They bought 1357. Last thing here is they're going to buy selling online. So there's my funnel, right? Okay, so now I'm going to come through. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some videos of me pitching, like, again, to glue together from page 1 to page 2 to page 3 and move them through this funnel. Okay, so come down here and share why visitors will love 30 Days book. So I'm gonna click on there, and this opens up the love notes. So I'm gonna record a video. Ben and I talked about this. I'm gonna record them. I'm gonna airdrop them to him. And I'm gonna go through all these really quick, and then that way, hopefully, we'll have it all done here in a minute, which will be a lot of fun. So we'll see. This will be the best video of all time. I'm gonna do my best right now and pretend like it's working. Okay. So here we go. You guys are all gonna get really good at this. Just grabbing your phone out and click and go. Okay. Hey, what's up? I'm so glad you were here and you took my recommendation to get the 30 Days book. You are going to love it. All you gotta do is put in your information and we'll get one shipped out to you right away. When I first read this book like 2 years ago, it changed everything. It was a huge paradigm shift for me. I think you were going to love it. And also while you're here, you can probably see on the page, there's an order form bump for Russell Brunson's 3 books: .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets, and it comes with a free workbook called Unlock the Secrets. These books are like the Bible of marketing online. Everyone who's anyone reads them ahead of time, and then that's what gives them all the information about how to actually build funnels and launch them and get traffic, and it's insane. So if you like that as well, there's a button you can click on that, and we'll ship it out. That way you get 30 days book and the other three. They're amazing. Anyway, other than that, thank you so much for taking my recommendation. I hope this book changes your life the same way that it changed mine. All right, video number one, Ben, I'm sending it to you. Hopefully, we're
Watching
gonna find
for
out.
it. Should be close enough.
Ben's in the office next to me. I sent it to myself. No, no, Russell. Okay. Ben's MacBook Pro. So I just airdropped it to my normal computer, which I accidentally did, but there I just airdropped it to Ben's. It's flying over there. Okay. While it's doing that, he's gonna go in there, and then you can add a description here as well, where you type in some copy. Hopefully that shows up for Ben. It might be too far for it to work. So
I'll come sit a little closer.
yeah, as um, I'm so excited for you to get the 30 days book. Check out my video real quick. Okay. So there's that. I'll save that. And did it come to you? It says waiting. I think it might be because it's sending, I sent to my own computer first. Maybe it's like halfway through mine. Anyway, we'll keep going. Okay, now I'm going to do video number two. So now I'm going to come down here. So again, a logical sequence of events. Okay, I know the first one was for the book here. Now I got to connect this in the mind of the audience. They just bought a book. What's the next thing they're going to do, right? So now I'm gonna explain that. Okay, it might not work, Ben. That's right. I'm going to record the next video and we'll try again after that. Okay, video number two. So again, my job as the affiliate is to weave these things together. Yeah. What's up? Hope you're doing awesome. First off, thank you so much for getting the 30 days book. You are going to love it. It's going to be shipped out to you right away. So I just wanted to congratulate you on that. That's number one. Number two is there's this really cool secret underground book club that is amazing. Okay, it's something that I jump on every single morning. It's called 1357. And I don't know if you know Napoleon Hill. He's the guy that wrote Think and Grow Rich. He launched this club when he was alive, and he got people to jump on every single morning, everyone on his team, and they would read a personal development book for 13 minutes and 57 seconds. And he had this really cool exercise to get them to actually implement the stuff they learned inside the book. And so Russell Brunson's got this really cool club. There's hundreds of entrepreneurs who jump on every single day. It's so cool. And now that you got 30 days book coming, and hopefully you bought the secrets books, you're gonna want to make sure you actually read these things, extract out of your brain. The best way to do that is to jump on every morning for 13 minutes and 57 seconds. It's simple. It's less than 30 minutes. It's less than 15 minutes, and it'll get you to actually implement everything you just bought. Okay. This club, it's the coolest thing in the world. It comes with a journal and everything. It's 27 bucks a month, but it is worth it. You get a free trial. Click link down below. You get a journal. You get the free trial, and then that way not only will you get the book from Russell, but now you have everything you need to actually implement this book and have success with it. So that way it's not just knowledge sitting on a bookshelf, but actually pulls out of your brain and you can have success with it. So that's the plan. Link down below. I hope you love this book, the book club, and I'll hopefully see you on the live calls. Boom, video number two. You guys getting this? This is so much fun. Okay. I'm gonna try real quick, see if I can dump this to Ben real quick. We'll see. Now that I'm not accidentally sending it to myself,
I almost wondered if you wanted to send it to yourself.
I guess I could.
You could.
That's actually probably smarter. Okay, I'm sending it to myself now. Oh, it goes way faster when it's coming to myself. Um, okay. All right, I'm going down now to offer number three. I keep shrinking the screen because it's not letting me scroll. So I'm going to talk to my team immediately and we'll fix that. And don't worry, guys. As you guys know, OfferLab's new. There's always little bugs and things that pop up every once in a while. And it's just part of the game, part of the software game. And we've been appreciating all you guys' feedback. We got really good feedback from everyone. It's like little tweaks and changes, and our team's amazing and it's fast at adding stuff. I'm sure you guys have noticed the updates over the last 2.5 weeks. It's been insane. Okay, logical sequence of events. They just bought 30 days book. They want to make money on the internet. Book club to help them implement it. Now it's like selling online. That's the last upsell inside of my sequence. Make a video for that. Yeah. All right, this is Russell again. So congratulations, you're on the last step of the funnel. This one's really exciting because you're gonna be learning about how to start a business online. You're hopefully be part of the book club. But then the last thing is there's this event, and Russell does it once a month. It's called Selling Online. It's a 3-day event where it teaches you how to do what's called one-to-many selling. So like if you're at a seminar, you're standing on stage, like it could be you speaking to like a whole bunch of people, which is cool. But the most interesting thing about the internet is the internet's a bunch of funnels, right? Everyone's online. And so anytime you're speaking on a video sales letter or you're trying to sell something, like you have to learn how to present one to many. And this event is 3 days and it walks through everything. The normal Russell Brunson event's like $2,000 or $3,000. His high-end ones, like he has one that's up to $150,000 for one ticket. It's kind of crazy. But this one, it's a 3-day event, like 8 hours a day, and it's just $100 for a ticket. Okay. And so if you want to sell stuff online, you want to be successful. Like this is not like a must. This is a should. Like no, this is not a should. This is a must. I said it wrong. This is a must. You have to attend this. I've attended it twice now. It's changed everything. How I sell, how I all that kind of stuff. You want to do that as well. The link down below. Add it's $100. It's the cheapest $100 ever, and you have 3 days with Russell to learn how to master selling. You're going to need this inside of all your funnels. Everything you're learning in the 30 days book. Like they're going to teach you about the funnel structure, but then you got to know how to sell inside those funnels. And this event will give you everything. It's the cheapest $100 you'll ever spend, and it will really, literally change your life. So link down below, click on that, and then come hang out with me at the Selling Online event. Boom, there you go. All right, video number 3, airdropping it to myself because that works better. Okay, now I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna zoomify this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go to here and I'm gonna drag video number 1. And I'm not sure which one's video 1 versus 2 versus 3 now. Let's see. Let me click on 1. All right, this is Russell again. So congratulations, you're on the last step of. Okay, last step. That's the Selling Online. So I'm gonna put that one over here real quick. My phone named them all almost the exact same thing. So okay, Selling Online. Dropping this video right here. Drag and drop. Boom. While it's uploading, it's like, hey, one last special offer. Learn how to sell from Russell Brunson for just $100. Normally $997. Boom. Okay. And save that. And it is done. All right. Then I'm gonna come over here. Hey Ben, while I'm doing this, so we can show everybody. Do you want to, well, buy the 30 days book through my, oh, I gotta create the link first, huh?
Yeah, you got to verify it.
And I want to be able to show the pages, okay? What's up? I hope you're doing awesome. First off, thank you so much for getting the 30 days book. You are going to love it. Okay, so this is upsell number 1 video. So I'm gonna click right here. Okay, upsell number 1 video, dragging and dropping this thing, drop it like it's hot. And then I'm gonna be like, let's see. I'm gonna say, um, thank you for ordering the book. Do you want to join our secret private book club founded by Napoleon Hill? This is small, so I'm trying to get bigger just to see real quick. By Napoleon Hill. Oh, I'm out of characters. No, okay. If I get rid of private, I can get oh no. Private book club, Napoleon Hill. Okay. Videos in there, save it. Boom. Okay, third video. Let's see what we got. Third video is right here. Is this the right one? Hey, what's up? I'm so glad you were here and you took my recommendation to get the 30. Okay, this is the one's on the order form. So I come back to the first one here. Order form, grabbing that video, drag and drop. Save it. Oh, still uploading. This is uploading. We need to add that sound effect into the thing. All right, we got that in there. 30 days book. Is that all the videos? Did I get them all? 30 days book, upsell 1, upsell 2. Okay, funnel
Woohoo!
is finished. Let's go. Okay, now I got all in there. Got my love notes in there, publishing it. I'm doing it on OfferLab domain, publish now. Okay, Ben, can I spam this to you and then you buy it real quick and then we'll show the,
You know me,
or,
I love buying things.
okay, you got my credit card with you?
No, but it's okay. I'll use company card. You know.
Ben's gonna bill me for it. Okay. All right, I just dropped in the link. You guys can all buy though if you want. Like, should I send you all the link? If you want to see the process in action. Ah,
By
there you
the
go.
way, the devs know about the scroll issue. It popped up this morning. They're fixing it right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, they're always on. Like again, every time there's a bug, don't spike. It'll be like, oh, it'll be fixed by the morning. It'll be good. Don't worry. Okay,
Yep.
so Ben's got the link. I'll pull up the page real quick so you guys can see what it looks like. So here's the page that's created. Okay, again, oh, Russell has a really good looking sales page. He must know what he's doing. So you're able to leverage my sales page if you use mine, but whoever's you got, right? So there's a sales page for the book. And now, like, again, what I recommend, I can't tell you enough. The reason why I've been one of the top affiliates for 2 decades now is I always buy the person's product I'm promoting. Because if this was me, I would create this, I would go buy it through my own funnel, and then I would wait till the box shows up, and then I would be like, making my ad like, here, I'm unboxing the 30 days book. Check this out. I'd pull it out, tell the story, show the stuff, and like it'd be really, really cool. So that's how I would do it. But yeah, so there we go. So there's the book right here. You come here, click on enter shipping details. It'll take you over to the order form, and boom, 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 boom. Oh no, where's my video? It's not showing up. Okay, there's another bug. We'll get it fixed. But there you go. So there's the order form, and then there is the order form bump. They can add the book set to it. And not sure why the video's not showing up, but we will get that to work. All right, so I'm going to pull page down. If you bought Ben, I want to be able to show upsells. And I'm hoping that the upsell videos show up.
I'm hoping they're there. I'm putting credit
It's
card
one of those
details
things.
in just a
Sometimes, like
minute.
me doing live demos, is how we do some of the bug testing as we go through things. So it's very awesome.
All right.
Um,
I'm just putting in credit card details. Here we go.
okay.
It is not showing the upsell messages. No love notes.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that fixed, and by the call in 2 days from now, we will show you guys the funnel and how great it is and how it all works together.
And
So
I'll edit it in. It'll be like it worked perfectly the first time.
yeah. Anyway, it's always great to find these things live. So anyway, there you go. Now we'll get it fixed. Okay. So the game plan today was for me to go for an hour and to talk through the funnel strategy and then go into three of the eight playbooks. But we're already over an hour, and so this is my idea. I want to see if you guys love this idea. So let me pull up this right here. Okay. So these are the eight affiliate playbooks we're going to go through. And again, you can see what they are. They are the porcupine and heat, the Trojan horse, identification station, Cliff Notes vacuum, synthetic buy now button, trip and trial, hostage bonus button, commitment hijack. So these are what we're going to go over. Again, I was going to do three today. I recommend we stop right now. You guys have got a lot of stuff. And then in 2 days, we do all eight of them in one day. Now that we got the kind of the strategy stuff out of the way and you guys have a lot of cool context on that. So that's kind of the game plan. And then, yeah, so in 2 days now, we'll go through all these. That gives us a chance also to make sure the love notes are showing up with our team. And then I'm sure it's just some weird little glitch. So we'll get those fixed. When we come back next, in 2 days, I think is the next live call. We'll come in, we'll show you guys the pages with all the videos in there. And then we'll go through and break out and go deep into each and every one of the playbooks. So that'll be fun. So, something like we pre-playbook the studies online. No, we're creating these together, you guys. Um, I would focus on everything we just talked about today. Like that was the deeper psychology behind them. And the playbooks are literally I'm gonna be showing you guys case studies, examples, talking through things, and just kind of explain the concepts as we go through them. So, all right, does that sound good, Ben? Sound good on your side? All right,
Yep,
looks like
love it.
everyone's very cool. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, next class will go as long as it takes us to get through the eight. Again, they're not super complex. Each playbook will probably take 10 minutes or so to go through. So we should be able to done in an hour, hour and a half or so. Should be plenty of time to get them all done. So it'll be awesome. But anyway, first off, did you guys enjoy today's strategy session? Do you feel amazing? Like you understand funnel psychology? You compress like 2 decades of my life into like, here's the cliff notes of the most important stuff for you guys to understand. Yes, yes, cool. Okay. And so again, your job as an affiliate, OfferLab is the first time that as affiliates we could ever do this. We're the ones who understand, how to bridge people from one step to the next, to the next. Like in the past, you relied on if the funnel person you're promoting actually understood the basics of this, and 99.999% of the world does not understand it at all. So you guys have the chance to kind of bypass everything and create the funnels the perfect way yourself. You guys, we talked about commitment and consistency, selling the low ticket that are the sexiest thing to get somebody to go and grab their wallet, pull it out, and then one-click upsells become very simple. Logical sequence of events, the difference between info products and physical products, and we showed you guys how to use the love notes to glue together the funnel. And by next time we come back, that'll be working perfectly, flawlessly. We'll show it to you, and we'll dive into the 8 affiliate playbooks. With that said, if you haven't watched module 1 yet, that is back still in the members area. If you go to offerlab.com, I'm sure there's a login somewhere there, hopefully, that gets you to the certification area. Is that right, Ben? Make sure I'm saying that right, or is it inside the OfferLab members area?
Yeah, it should be inside the OfferLabs members area. Yep.
Okay, cool. Um, so anyway,
Perfect.
awesome guys. Thank you everybody. Thank you Ben for jumping on. Thank you everybody at home. Appreciate you all, and we'll see you guys in 2 days to go through all eight now of the affiliate playbooks. Appreciate you all, and thanks for hanging out today. Bye everybody.